It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he rifles one incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
3-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
At the Lions' 41-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's now
quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be third and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Stafford on third down. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that, picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer, picks it up for the first.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Second and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, to get everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
No gain on the play.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Shelton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Lions nothing.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 27, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Second and 5. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He'll take over first down.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's second and 8. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The Lion ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Stafford on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Slant pass to Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Switch up, switch up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
9 yards. It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 38, Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
brought down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
The Bengals take over.
And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This is caught.
Stafford's pass.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Mixon with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Joe Mixon.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and
2. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he returns this to the 22.
Draymond Smith on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on. Libra. Defense wins championships, baby. Slam.
To throw again. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown, Bengals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Detroit.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80! Man up, D. Man up, D. And we're going 37's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
1st down, Lions.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete to number
Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Hey, Mike 52.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Got him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Lions.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now with Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
DeAndre Swift, the Lion ball carrier. Raekwon McMillan.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Lions will take over
at their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Detroit.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
On first down, it's Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Here's second and 5 now from the 22. One last throw here for Stafford. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Kenny Galladay.
They come up now third and 5 following the incomplete pass. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.